Have you ever had your arresting officer show up as your blind date? The arrest happened on the worst night of my life. I just caught my fiancé with my roommate, downed half a bottle of wine, and made the idiotic decision to drive to his apartment to get my grandmother's ring back. Officer Torres pulled me over 3 blocks from his place. I failed the breathalyzer spectacularly. "Ma'am, I'm placing you under arrest for driving under the influence," he said, his voice professional but not unkind. Through my tears and wine haze, I noticed his eyes were the color of dark coffee. "I just wanted my ring back," I sobbed as he cuffed me. "He's probably pawning it right now." Officer Torres paused. "What apartment complex?" "Willow Creek, Building C. That's my patrol route." "What's the ring look like?" I described it through hiccups. "Art Deco, sapphires, worth more sentimentally than monetarily." He nodded, helped me into the squad car gently, and said, "Can't make promises, but I'll keep an eye out." That night cost me $10,000 in fines and legal fees, my license for 6 months, and my job at the law firm. Rock bottom felt generous. I was somewhere beneath it. 8 months later, my best friend Layla decided I'd wallowed enough. "You're going on a date," she announced, holding my phone hostage until I agreed to let her set me up with her coworker's brother. "He's perfect for you," she insisted. "Stable job, no drama, coaches Little League on weekends." We agreed to meet at Rosemary's, a dimly lit Italian place downtown. I arrived early, nervously adjusting my dress, when a familiar voice said, "Harper?" I looked up into those dark coffee eyes. Officer Torres, except now in jeans and a button-down, looking as shocked as I felt. "You're Layla's friend," he said, not a question but a realization. "You're about to leave," I said, standing. "Wait," he held up a hand. "Can we just talk for a second?" Against every instinct, I sat back down. "That night," he began, "I went back to Willow Creek after booking you. Your ex was loading a TV into his truck. I may have suggested he was parked illegally and needed to move immediately. While he was distracted, I noticed a ring box on his dashboard. My heart stopped. You didn't." He reached into his jacket pocket and pulled out my grandmother's ring. "Technically, I should have logged it as evidence, but there was no crime connected to it. I've been carrying it around hoping I'd run into you somehow." I stared at the ring, then at him. "You've had this for 8 months?" "I tried finding you through proper channels, but privacy laws and all. My sister, who works with Layla, mentioned her friend who'd gone through a bad breakup. When she described you, I wondered, but what were the odds?" "So you knew who I was when you agreed to this date?" He shook his head. "She just said Harper. I know 12 Harpers. I came hoping for the best, preparing for awkward." I slipped the ring onto my right hand where it belonged. "I was a mess that night." "You were having the worst night of your life," he corrected. "I see people at their lowest every day. That doesn't define them. Doesn't change that you arrested me." "No, but maybe we could start over?" "I'm Diego. I coach Little League, and apparently I've been carrying your grandmother's ring around like a weirdo for 8 months." I laughed despite myself. "That's pretty weird." "The weirdest," he agreed. "So weird it might make a good story someday." We talked for 4 hours that night. About his job, my new one teaching, the law firm's loss, his Little League team's losing streak, my grandmother who'd worn that ring for 50 years. 3 dates in, he confessed. "I ran your ex's plates every week for 3 months, hoping to catch him doing something stupid." "That's probably unethical." "Definitely unethical," I agreed, kissing him anyway. 6 months later, at a police charity event, his partner asked how we met. Diego started to give some vague answer, but I interrupted. "He arrested me for DUI, then stole evidence to return my grandmother's ring." The partner choked on his beer. "Torres, you did what?" "I didn't steal evidence," Diego protested. "I recovered property." "That's not better," his partner laughed. "Last month, Diego proposed with his grandmother's ring, not mine. Figured we should start fresh," he said, "but keep the old stories." My grandmother's ring stays on my right hand, a reminder that sometimes the worst nights lead to the best mornings, even if there's an arrest record in between. At our wedding next month, his partner is giving a toast. He's already warned us it starts with, "Who knew Diego's terrible evidence handling would lead to true love?" We're requesting no wine at the reception. Some things don't need repeating.